Today we're going to be using the Proraso Sapone Totele Barbe shaving cream. What is up, everybody? It's your boy named Matthews, and I'm back again with another one. Just got out the shower, decided might as well make a video for you guys. Didn't really want to, but got this in the mail yesterday, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. What this is the actual shaving cream that your grandparents probably used. This is not shaving cream in a can. This is not shaving cream that's in a gel. This is actually, I almost dropped it. Got it. Thumbs up for that. But yeah, this is actually like a harder. I thought it was going to be harder than this actually, but I mean, if it was more harder than this, it would be like a rock. So it is actually coming off on my fingers, but it is kind of solid. It's not, you know, not very creamy, but that's what I'm going to use a lathering brush for, and that's how we're going to use this. Once again, this is the Proraso green. They also have red, white, and blue as well, which have just different scents and a little bit different ingredients. This one actually has menthol in it. You guys know how I feel about the menthol from one of my previous videos, so I just decided to go ahead and get this one in conjunction with, pour out the water, had it soaking in some hot water. So my shaving brush here, this is the Escalade Badger brush. We're focusing on the head today, but you can take a look at the beard. Lined that up a few days ago, and if you guys remember about my last video telling you guys my lines are staying in longer, yeah, I actually did this a few days ago, and it looks like I actually just lined it up. Messed up on that side a little bit, but it's alright. It gets kind of tricky using the straight edge razor blade. But anyways, this video is going to be about this, so let's go ahead and try to do it. I'm going to try to hold the bristles so I can actually get a good amount and scoop it. You want a nice amount to be actually on the bristles. Alright, now this is all I'm going to use, and then I'm going to go ahead and take it to the bowl and try to lather it in the bowl. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of water. So it's a very small amount of water in there to the point that it can't even drip out. But it's some resting in the bowl here. So now I'm going to go ahead and lather it up. It's kind of hard to show you guys this. Also, keep in mind, like I said, this is my, second or third time trying to lather. I usually just put the cream directly on my head if it's a gel or if it was in those little aerosol cans. Seems to be kind of thicker than the gel that I used actually before. I don't know if I'm doing such a great job. If you guys actually lather, let me know if I'm doing it right. We'll see. If you guys are first time viewers of my videos, keep in mind I'm not just some random guy just doing videos. I actually research the stuff I talk about. I check it out, see if it's a good product. And yeah, this is my first time using it, so bear with me if it looks like I don't know what I'm doing. But once I get the hang of it, or if I find a better solution that works for me, I definitely share that information with all of my viewers. So if you guys have never lathered anything or never gotten into the shaving creams or the oils and stuff like that. Some people just, when I first started out actually, I would go to Walmart and just get the 98-cent shaving cream in a can on the bottom shelf in the shaving section. This one costs a little bit more than 98 cents, but you know, the ending result may be a little bit better as well. Speaking of better quality and results, this was supposed to be a menthol smell. And to be honest, I don't really smell nothing. It doesn't really smell like anything to me. Maybe it's just, you know, a very small amount. And I don't really think I'm getting anywhere. I'm just kind of making a mess everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and start trying to. And also lost one of the hairs, if you guys can see, out of the brush. Just in case you guys might want to know that. Also, it happened when I first got it. When I first took it out, there was a few hairs like sticking out. I tried to pull them out with my finger and they came out fairly easy. So keep in mind that as well. But this brush does have very good reviews on Amazon. If you guys want to know the exact brush I'm talking about, links will be in the description. But I'm going to go ahead and start lathering it up onto my head. It might actually work. It doesn't seem like it's as thin as the other stuff that I tried before, but still, I think it could have been better. Alright, so this does not seem to be enough lather, so I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing and just scoop out a lot more onto the bristles here. This is becoming a pain already, but keep in mind, when I first got the safety razor, I didn't like that either. I couldn't figure out how to use the safety razor. I wasn't cutting anything. Then I finally figured it out at the end of the video. So who knows if that's how this will work as well. Now, I think I'm demolishing this brush. I flattened it out so much. But, oh well. We're going to still use it and see how it goes. And it's going on thick on my head. I guess I'm not... Either this bowl is too small to work up a good lather in the bowl, or I really just suck at bowl lathering, because as you can see, it's going on very, very thick onto my head, but in the bowl, nothing was happening in the bowl. It was just stirring around doing nothing. So I'm going to hit up the back. Okay, real quick. Same front. So, yeah, the brush is forming back to normal, kinda. I don't think I ruined it by smashing it into the jar of soap there. Does feel pretty good, though, rubbing it on my hands. Looks like it's going to give me a real slick shave. Sometimes, other times when I, get some of the soap on my hands, it kind of just evaporates. This is still going on. It kind of feels like, what's that lotion? Let me see. I got some in my cabinet. Let me show you guys. Eucerin. So this is, once again, this is the Equate brand, but this is for like extreme dry skin. Rarely use this. Sometimes I forgot what reason I bought this for, but yeah, compared to original moisturizing cream Eucerin, the thick lotion that this is, that's kind of what this feels like. So I think it's going to work very well. I'm going to go ahead and use the safety razor like we always do. It's definitely a thicker cream, that's for sure. That is fact, because it's actually feeling like I should rub some water onto my head. Like, this stuff is pretty thick. I don't know if it's supposed to be that thick. I guess by the way that I smashed that brush into the soap, maybe I got too much soap. So what I'm gonna do is just rub it in a little bit, add some water in the mixture, see if I can make it glide and slide around just a little bit better. That was kind of too thick for me. I don't want to say nothing about it yet, because every time we get to this point, I always say, so far so good. Then I cut myself as soon as I say it. So right now, I don't know yet. I don't know how this is going. I'm just going with the flow. And let's see. Usually, if it's not a good soap, it'll dry up. And that definitely did not dry up in the back. So that is still on there, solid as can be. Enough soap to even rub back to the top of my head. See how it's not very runny? That soap is just sticking there. So it is a very thick cream, I should say. Alright, so the first pass was good. Might not really be necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and lather up again and hit it one more time. As you can see, it's still got a lot on there. See how thick it is. It's actually holding the bristles in place. can move it around, and yeah, it's that thick. Well, what I can definitely say is, if you want a thick cream, this will do the trick. This will definitely do the trick. I don't know if that's good or bad, but there's options if you want something that's not dripping all over the place. It'll definitely raise the hair, I think. Might be harder to slide. Slide the razor around with a safety razor, but if you're using like a straight edge, I think it'll be perfect. Because this only is kind of being affected by the soap being thick, because the blade, the hair only gets cut when the hair can fit under the blade right there. That's all that's getting cut. Once that little area gets clogged up, there's not no more room for the hair to go under there and get actually cut, so it just slows down. You got to rinse it out. With the safety or a straight edge razor, ain't no stopping. It's just straight blade on skin or blade on your hair. Rubbing my hand on my hair, I can definitely feel a lot of hair left, but I would only be able to get that if I shaved against the grain. I will be doing that soon. I know you guys had questions about that and asking, have I ever shaved against the grain and everything like that, and will it give me bumps? I don't know if it'll give me bumps. That's the reason I haven't done it yet. I feel like I get a fairly good enough shave by just going with the grain, and the shaves last. I don't think I can get a whole week out of a shave before I feel uncomfortable that I need to shave it again. That might the problem might get solved by going against and with the grain. It might cut the hairs down even lower. Well, not might, it definitely will. But I just have not done that yet. So yeah, I think I did a pretty good job. I actually have a bump right here. Didn't cut it, but it's one of the bumps that I'm talking about. It's like a bump that you can't even pop it if you want to. It's like my skin bumped up right there. But the ones up here is different. These are ones like I could like scratch them off or something. And looks like I got a small minor cut right there, but that one doesn't bother me because I can't even feel it. I could just see a little bit of blood coming out. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this cleaned up, and I'll show you guys the rest of the process that I do. But one thing I want to say about this razor, as far as the price goes, is you guys should really pick up the items that I'm talking about, like as I'm talking about them. When I tell them about, when I tell you guys about a new product or something in a video, because I'm a very frugal shopper, if you know what I mean. I shop around for the best prices, but I don't just always go for the cheapest thing. I look for what has good reviews for a decent price. So it may not be the most expensive, may not be the most cheap, may not even be right in the middle, might be more on the cheap side, but still decent. When I recommended this to you guys, I told you guys I got it for $7, and then like the following week, because when I mentioned it to you guys, I think I got the last one and it was sold out. I bought it for $7. When they put it back on the website, they put it on there for like $8 or $9. Now it's all the way up to like $13 or $14. The same exact razor. So yeah, it doesn't really take away from it. Because I think other razors people sell like this are selling them for like $25, $30, up to like $100 if you even buy them in the store. So I think it's still a good deal for the $13 or $14 or whatever. But when I told you guys about it, it was a lot cheaper. So just look out for that. And you don't necessarily have to use the products that I recommend to you guys, of course. But the stuff that I recommend to you guys is stuff that I actually do my research on. I'm not just telling you guys about the first thing that pops up on a internet search. For my usual cleanup process to clean my head and stuff, I've told you guys about this before. I use the Noxzema. Let's go ahead and throw this on my head. I think I did a pretty good job on the shave today though. No cuts, just one small cut, but that was like barely anything because it ain't even bleeding anymore. So my rating for that shaving cream, I think it's pretty decent. Now after I do that, the cleanup process, I like to get my trimmers, because I never really put the blade too close right here because I don't want to knock this line down. I've actually done it before, and I also don't want to cut my ear. I never did that before, but I'm just scared having a sharp blade by, you know, such thin skin such as your ear. So I go ahead and get the trimmers right here. These are the Wahl G's. By the way, this is the stuff I was talking about, the liquid bump stopper that they sent me. I've been using it. Once again, like I said, I don't know if it's really been doing anything for the, as you can see, bump, all these little bumps right here on my head. I got a big one right here on my face. That one right there, that one. It just came out of nowhere, but they're not even really like on my forehead or anything. Or, you know, what's this right here? Might have a little one right there. But anyways, the bumps just started coming out of nowhere, you know. So I've been using some of this. Hasn't really seemed, doesn't seem to have been doing anything. But anyways, what I like to do to finish my shave off is to use the Dare to Be Bald moisturizing lotion that they sent me. It's also the same company that makes this. This has actually been going good for me though. It goes on very smooth. It has tea tree oil in it. So I guess that's where the smell comes from, but it's a decent smell. It's just how I like to finish it off. It doesn't really smell like, you know, very fragrancy. That's even a word, fragrancy. I don't know. But I haven't really gotten any compliments on the smell of it. But as far as something else that I've been using, compliments every single time I put it on. But this, however, just does the job. No compliments necessary. It does make my head feel protected, and I don't know. Anyways, I think that that Proraso did a pretty good job shaving my head. Didn't get any cuts. As you can see, my head is kind of shiny now that I put that that Dare to Be Bald on my head. The beard line is still looking good, and I haven't lined it up in a few days, but it's still looking sharp. Messed it up a while ago by using the straight edge, by holding my face like this and starting up here. Kind of went down too far, then had to start it back up down here, so that's why it looks like it dips down. But if I just push the hair forward, can't even tell. It looks like it's all good, so that's how I've been pushing it down. And I'll be back again. I got something in the mail on the way for you guys, or maybe not for you guys, but to show you guys. So yeah, just stay updated on this channel. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you found this video helpful in any way, hit the thumbs up button and drop a comment if you guys want to show some love. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.